crazy!
Hello everybody, it's Kid1990X Hunts. This is going to be my top 10 Marvel Legends of 2022. These are my honorable mentions. Some of these, like these two Spider-Man right here, weren't even released in 2022, but I have recently got them and I'm in love with them. They're kind of my grails, or a couple of my grails, so I had to include them in the honorable mentions. So this is what we got here. We got Gore. He got just a great sculpt. Overall, I think it's a great figure. It's just lacking the articulation. I didn't include these Build-A-Figures because, in my opinion, they're really great Build-A-Figures, and I wouldn't know which one to put for number one. So, this is what I got. We got Mr. Knight. We got Valkyrie. We got these two Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man, Mighty Thor, She-Hulk, Atuma, The Watcher, Ultron. These are my honorable mentions. I felt like they needed to be mentioned. They're great figures, so let's continue and keep going with number 10. So the 10th Marvel Legend in this list is going to be this, spoiler alert if you haven't watched Black Panther 2 yet. I don't know where you've been if you haven't, but Shuri's Black Panther. This is a great figure, a great sculpt. I thought it was awesome when they released it out of nowhere, and I was very excited. I had to order it right away. I love the colors. Killmonger suit, obviously, and yeah, I just think this is a great figure overall. There is, like, I don't like this ab crunch. Like, there's not enough like ab crunch for me. Like, but other than that, besides that, I think it's a great figure, and that's why it made it to the list on number 10. Shuri's Black Panther. The 9th on this list is gonna be the Japanese Spider-Man Marvel Legend. I wanted to get a Japanese Spider-Man figure for a long time, and I think it was SH Figure Arts, don't quote me, who had put one out before this legend had came out. And once I seen this legend come out for pre-order, I had to scoop it up. The red is a little orange on this, but I mean, it fits this Spider-Man. I never really watched the TV show like that, but it made me want to watch it because just the aesthetic and just the look of it, you know, the nostalgic feel. I really like this figure. I think it got great articulation and it's pinless, and there's not much more I could ask for with this figure other than probably more hand sculpts. But other than that, great figure. Landed number 9 on this list. Number 8 on my list is gonna be Ironheart. I thought this was an amazing deluxe. It came with tons of accessories. It looks great. The sculpt is there. The articulation for the most part is there, but honestly, I'm surprised this haven't made it higher in the list. I thought this was a great figure. It looks amazing. Everything about this figure is great. I can't wait to see her new Ironheart suit because they Wakanda took this back from her. So hopefully we get to see this again in live action, or we get to see an even better one. So that is why she is in my top 10 list. Alright, so the 7th on my list is going to be for this Namor Marvel Legend. It's a great sculpt. It looks great. The proportions are there. The color's there. It looks just like the actor. It's pinless. You know, some people are complaining about the way this looks in the movie, and I just think he looks great. When I think of Namor, I think of this, the way he looks. And yeah, that's why I put him on my list. Great actor. Made the movie, you know, just as good. And yeah, that's why he made the list. Namor, number 7. Now, this may shock people for being my number 6 is Doctor Strange. A lot of people don't like this Doctor Strange because it doesn't have the peg sticking out so it could clip on its back. Honestly, I understand, and I still have my No Way Home Doctor Strange on my setup right now in my What If collection display. But I got this as my main Marvel Legends Doctor Strange because it looks so comic accurate. I've been thinking about customizing his cape and putting just the triangle in the back, the little patch, you know, make it even more comic accurate. That's the only reason I got this Doctor Strange. I ended up falling in love with this Doctor Strange. I like the articulation. I like the sculpt. I like the way they set up the whole suit. I think it looks awesome. It's amazing Marvel Legend in my opinion, and that's why he made it on the list. Doctor Strange. All right, the 5th Marvel Legend on this list is going to be Okoye, and yes, I know it's a reissue, or you know, they just remade it, made it a little better. Honestly, that little better that they put into this figure really did a lot for this figure. The face sculpt is amazing, looks just like the actor. Beautiful figure, beautiful actor, great movie also. It came with some great accessories. I love it. This is gonna be my main Okoye until we can get her in the suit that they had her in the movie at the end. And yeah, I love this figure. That's why I made it on the list. Hope you like it too. Number 4 on this list has to go to the Marvel Legends Hawkeye from the Hawkeye TV show. I haven't had a Hawkeye. I had a bootleg Hawkeye I had reviewed on the channel a while back. I was gonna make that in my display because I do, I don't promote people to buy fakes, but if it's a good one, I will keep it in my display. And no lie, no shame in my game. That's what I do sometimes. But I didn't like it. It was a horrible figure. Broke. Threw it away. So when this came out for pre-order, I had to grab it as soon as possible. Honestly, I thought it was going to be one of those figures that would sell out. His sculpt is amazing. He looks just like Jeremy Renner. Let me get this to focus on his face a little more. Like, it's just an awesome suit too with the purple, makes you think of Hawkeye. It would have been super dope if there was at least one arrow, that you could take out, but that's just me nitpicking. This is a great figure. That's why I made it so high on the list. Hawkeye's Marvel Legend from the Hawkeye series. Alright guys, so I've been going back and forth on what Marvel Legend that I'm going to put in these top 3, and I have to go with Marvel Legends Moon Knight series on Disney Plus. Moon Knight. As you've seen, I put his counterpart Mr. Knight into my in my honorable mentions, and this one just blows that one out the park. It took its spot in this. It's top 3. It is an amazing sculpt. The articulation is there. It's pinless. It comes. The only thing that would make this Moon Knight any better is if it gave us a different face sculpt or another face sculpt, an alternative face sculpt, or Stephen Grant. It don't even matter. It's a great figure. Okay, guys, so I love Iron Man. I had to put this at number 2. It was so hard to put this at number 2. It was going to be number 1 for the longest time until you see what number 1 is. Then it will make all the type of sense. I love my Iron Man suits. There's a couple other ones that I like just as much as this, but other than those, this is my number 1 Mark 85 Iron Man suit from Endgame. I think this is just an amazing, amazing figure. The height is there, the scale, the articulation is there, the look is there, the sculpt is there. Everything about this is there. It's lacking a little bit with the ab crunch like usual, but other than that, this is a great figure. It has to take number 2 spot, Iron Man Mark 85. Alright guys, this is what it came down to. My number 1 Marvel Legend of 2022 is not this Cersei, but it is this amazing fantasy Spider-Man Marvel Legend. If you need a Spider-Man Marvel Legend that isn't too expensive, that isn't a deluxe, that isn't going to be skyrocketing off price, that's still available, that you can almost get anywhere with great sculpt, pinless, great articulation, just look at that first appearance Spider-Man. This is amazing. That's why it's number 1. I only collect MCU Marvel Legends and Spider-Man Marvel Legends for my Into the Spider-Verse shelf. Ignore me that dust. I got to clean it up. But this is going to take the number 1 spot for 2022 for my Marvel Legends. I hope you like it. I hope you agree. Follow my link tree in the description below if you want deals on great Marvel Legends and Funko Pops. Other than that, don't forget to subscribe and follow my TikTok. Stay updated. Hope you liked the video. Subscribe if you haven't. See you later. Peace.